I challenged myself to start an AI Etsy shop in a single day. And I'll be taking you throughout the whole process from choosing products, to branding, to creating an Etsy shop. And if you follow the steps in this video, you're gonna have your own Etsy shop and you'll be able to escape the matrix. So the first thing to find out is what we're going to actually sell. We're gonna do that in the new GPT-4 just because it's way more creative and way more concise. However, just asking random ideas from GPT-4 is wrong because you don't know what performs well on Etsy. That's why you need a Chrome extension called Everbee. It lets you see how much monthly revenue a brand makes on Etsy. So for example, if we take a look at the super popular art, we can see that estimated monthly revenue is 43,000. This is one of the top products I found just by scrolling through art. So our target per product can be 43,000 because we know it's achievable. Now let's look at our own idea. Go into art and scroll through all the possible variants. Find something truly unique that catches your eye, yet still below the $43,000 mark. After some scrolling, I found this. This painter turns dogs into characters, specifically the royal ones, and he does both for cats and dogs. And looking at the monthly revenue, it's way below the target, so it has a lot of potential. You probably know this product from before. However, we are not here to copy paste. We are just here for the niche, and now we need to innovate from the idea that we got. So let's go into GPT-4 and ask it, I want to turn dogs into characters, which is what we do. Suggest unique character ideas. This way we don't actually copy, but we have our own ideas. And here we have amazing 10 ideas that we can use as separate variants. So customers can send us their dog pictures and we turn them into a captain, which is a pirate, into aristocratic dog, into shaman dog, and so on. Instead of having just royal characters, we have like variety, which they can choose depending on their preferences, just by asking us, hey, can you make us a pirate one? And now that we have insanely unique niche, we can now move into the product. Obviously, from what we know, the wall art performed really well for competitors. But the key part is, as you grow up, you need something to cross-sell, upsell, or just provide a recommendation. The simplest way for us to have a bigger list of products is to go to ChatGPT into the exact same chat and ask what kind of print products could I sell with these dog portraits on it. Press enter, and here it gives we can either sell canvas prints, posters, greeting cards, phone cases, tote bags, stickers, and t-shirts. All these are great later on for you to add, but let's start with posters because we know that they work and we want to test our innovative idea of dog characters. Which brings us to the design of the art itself. Since we have all those character ideas, it would be wise to make for each just a few. And bear in mind, if you're not doing dogs like I do, if it's anything else, just like this idea of countries of the world as humans, you would design a few designs for each country. So like Colombia, France, Germany, they would all have a few designs for customers to see. And so the easiest way I found to do that is to go into ChatGPT and ask it to write Midjourney prompts for them, which is your character ideas or whatever you do, to turn them into art style. In my case, it's digital art because, for example, something like Luna or something like Spike, imaginative art would work the best. However, if you do realistic portraits, you would put here photorealistic art or just realistic photography and so on. And here we have the prompt which we'll later on use in Midjourney. But we need a dog. And here are some of the dogs I just found online. Beauty. Upload them to Midjourney, type in imagine, copy the link of each. I feel like this biscuit would fit nice to the Chihuahua, and just paste it after the image. After some tries, I got this art for Chihuahua, this art for the Golden Retriever, and this art for Shorky, which is also bakery. Now we are ready to do mock-ups with them. This one is pretty straightforward, so I won't be spending too much time on it. As you guess, the business model we use is print on demand. In one sentence, it's when you use external manufacturers to print and ship the products that you design, but they take care of the whole shipping themselves. The most popular suppliers in this field is Printful and Printify. However, Printful does have a lot more mockups available, so let's use it for this video. Search for the product you want to use. In our case, it's poster. You can buy it for €7 plus 6, which makes it 13. And I found a lot of listings that perform really well at $24 profit on Etsy. So we can safely assume around $8 after all the commissions profit. But to start designing, you need to create an account at Printful, go into product templates and press create new. Click on the poster you found before, drop the designs you have, adjust if needed, and then save product template. And once you have it in your product templates, you click here and download mockups. And this is the best part. You have all the mockups here and you can download whatever you want. But the key part is to use the exact same mockups for all of your products, so to keep it consistent and branded. I'll go for flat mockups, lifestyle, and once you get all the mockups, save them because we'll use them later to create the listing. Okay, and now we are getting into branding. And the first thing to be done is the name. We need a name that is everlasting and does not limit us to a certain niche. And to get one, navigate to ChatGPT and ask it to suggest 10 brand names about and what you do. I thought that I'm turning dreams into pictures, so I thought it's kind of cool to look for a brand name for this. And here I get all the names, but we want to keep it short, so I'm gonna ask it make it one word only. And after a few tries, my favorite was Dream Pick. So now that we have the name, that brings us to the logo. And instead of those boring ones in Canva, let's make a logo in Midjourney. But to do it right, follow these steps. First, go into ChatGPT and ask it to make a Midjourney prompt for a logo Dream Pick, which turns dreams into pictures. Next, we copy the prompt that we just got, we paste it into Midjourney, but at the beginning add vector art, so you get a detailed one. And here we have an amazing logo. But Midjourney always gives the wrong text. If you want to keep it along with the logo, here's what you need to know. Save the image, put it into Canva, click Edit Photo, and here's the amazing part. They added new magic tools into Canva just recently, and now we have Magic Eraser. Click on it, adjust the brush size if needed, and simply go over the text that you want to remove. And now we have removed the text. Then simply choose the font that fits the best to the image. But to finish off the branding, we will need the banner, and this is this part up top, which should basically showcase what we do. This one is really simple. All we have to do is go into ChatGPT and ask it to make a Midjourney prompt for the shop, assuming it knows your shop. And I also put include frames of dogs there because I kind of visualize like a good banner with huge amount of frames. And after a few tries, this is what I got. And that's it. We now have the brand name, we have the banner, and we have the logo. So we are now ready to create the shop and the listing. And first and foremost, you obviously need the seller account on Etsy. And you just simply go to Etsy, and here at the bottom of the footer, you have sell on Etsy. Quickly create an account and it goes through the onboarding process. In there, you simply put the logo we got from Midjourney, use the brand name and put the description for basically what your shop does, and put the banner that you earlier got from Midjourney. So now we are ready to list our products. To do that, go to your shop manager and go into listings. Here on the top right, you can press add a listing. First, we upload the photos. Make sure they look branded and professional and upload as many possible copies as you can. Now we go into title. Obviously, the best way is to have an SEO optimized title that will rank high and will bring everlasting results. And there are two ways to do it. The first way is to form the prompt yourself just by looking at competition, and you can see they use a lot like custom pet photo, dog portrait, pet portrait, and so on. Or, and this is a good one, you can copy the link of the search results where you want to be, go into ChatGPT and tell it, I sell blah blah blah, and then the style you want to do it for, mine is Bakey, which is the baking dog. Use listings from this page from Etsy to write me a 140 character SEO friendly title. And in no time, you get a good looking SEO title that is completely free and it's good to start with. The second way is to use a Sales Samurai, where you can simply go into search, type in the search that you want to rank for, and down here you have the keywords. Sorted by Etsy SV, which is the second one, and then you can copy all the keywords that are on the first page, put them into ChatGPT. Obviously, you remove the keywords that you don't need. For example, we don't use the royal dog, portraits, neither the Renaissance. But make sure you don't limit yourself to a dog portrait. Also search for art, wall art, and copy everything you have. And once you have a good list, all you have to ask is make a SEO-friendly title for my dog portrait where I turn dogs into baking characters. Use the keywords from below. No selling, just pure keywords. This is just an additional prompt you can add in case the title is weird. And after a few tweaks, I finally got a good title. But to be honest, I kind of like the free method instead, so I'm gonna use it for my listing. And here I have my final title. It even has this personalized story touch to it at the beginning with Bakey. Choose that another company made it because we are doing it with Printify. Choose wall decor. I also added a few craft options. Make sure to fill in as much of these details as you can for your listing. And that gets us to the second most important part, which is description. However, instead of writing description yourself, I actually want to share a method that I've been using. However, instead of writing it yourself, there is a way to make SEO friendly description with ChatGPT. listen carefully for this one. First, go into your niche where you want to rank the most. Find 4 of the most popular listings on that page, but make sure it's not an ad. This one has 13,000 reviews, 1,000, 9,000, and lastly this 18,000. Once you have the 4 listings, go into them, copy paste the description of each, and just paste them into ChatGPT. Just like this. And now I have all these descriptions, all 4 of them in ChatGPT. And at the very top, ask GPT, what are the most repeating keywords below? And now you have SEO keywords, which are the core reason why those listings are up top on the first page where you want to be. Next, you want to remind GPT what you do. And here's what you ask next with ChatGPT. Fully tell it what you do and how the process looks like, and then say, use the descriptions above and the most repeating keywords to make me a description for my own product. Repeat keywords as many times as possible, this way you get an SEO-friendly description. Make the text chatty, include steps to send dog portraits through Etsy chat, include a lot of metaphors. And that's it, in no time you get a description that has a lot of SEO-friendly keywords in it. Next comes the new production partner. Simply put, this is just address of Printful. But the good part is that you have the address on the Printful's website, and they're fulfilling your order through North Carolina, so that's what we're gonna put. Location, North Carolina. About production partner, just say, I designed the art, then send it to the production partner who makes the finalized product. And about your partnership, just choose, I don't have the technical ability, I design everything myself. And here, use this option instead of they do everything for me, because as you scale up, you're gonna add branding and packaging, so you don't have to change this. And next comes the shipping. You definitely want to choose, I'll enter fixed prices manually. Country of origin is United States because we use North Carolina. Origin zip code, I googled, it's 28105. Processing time, keep it 1 to 3 business days just to be sure. Next comes standard shipping, and the way you find out the correct shipping times is you go into the poster listing on Printful, scroll a bit down until you see shipping tab, and in here put you the United States. And as you can see, this listing ships in around 5 to 8 business days. This is exactly what we're gonna choose here. And here we have 5 to 8 business days, and keep it free shipping. Next is returns and exchanges. You can simply choose apply simple policy, which fits Printful because they give 30 days to return the product. And the moment has come. Now it's time to click the publish button, which publishes your first product. And that's it, you have your first listing. All you have to do next is repeat for every single variation you want to create. And before we had 9 dog characters, so I would create 9 listings. Bear in mind, this is a very basic version and you should improve it as you go along. However, practice makes perfect, and you should never delay something and not do it just because you don't have knowledge. The easiest and the best way is to learn along the way, and actually I'll be releasing a video after this one on how to properly brand your Etsy listings to make them stand out and to better rank for the first page. I hope you liked the video. I decided to remove all the water and keep it to the point and make it as short as possible. And if you did, consider subscribing, and I'll post results in 7 days from my Etsy shop. See you in the next one.